World War I was one of the deadliest conflicts in mankind's history, with over 41 million casualties, both military and civilian. At the time, it was the deadliest conflict. However, even those who did come back suffered. They suffered from PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, at the time known as shell shock. In this video expose, I'll be covering what PTSD is and how it is treated, the setting up and running of the RSLs, and the cultural significance of Anzac Day. World War I was the first time that the Australians and New Zealanders fought under their own flag. When a soldier returned home from war, everything was different. Women had more rights and were able to hold more job titles in order to keep the country running. This would have been a giant shock, as back in those days it was an insult to be replaced by a woman. They also would have noticed that their wives and girlfriends had moved on, or family members had passed away thinking they were dead. Post-traumatic stress disorder is a mental health condition that's triggered by a terrifying event. Either experiencing it or witnessing it, symptoms may include flashbacks, nightmares, and severe anxiety, as well as uncontrollable thoughts about the event. The epidemic was completely unexpected, and by 1915 there was a shortage of hospital beds for the wounded in mind. Many county lunatic asylums, private mental institutions, and disused spas were taken over and designated as hospitals for mental diseases and more neurosis. By 1918, there were over 20 such hospitals in Australia. The RSL was formed in 1916 by troops returning from the First World War with the aim of continuing the camaraderie, concern and mateship shown between the Australian diggers. The RSL has grown to 1,500 sub-branches Australia-wide and over 240,000 members, making it the largest ex-service organisation in Australia. The RSL now raises money to help returning soldiers with such things as PTSD and physical injuries. The money they raise go to helping these soldiers pay for treatment and other things such as prosthetics. The RSL also organises large events to commemorate Anzac Day and look after all the memorials. They also set up and run the Australian War Memorial with the aim to teach young Australians and old Australians who have not served what soldiers went through on the front. Since 1916, the RSL has helped hundreds of thousands of returned veterans. Anzac Day, the 25th of April, is one of Australia's most important national occasions. It marks the first major military action by Australian and New Zealand forces in the First World War. When war broke out in 1914, Australia had been a federated nation for only 13 years, and our government was eager to make a name for itself against the nations of the world. When Britain declared war in August of 1914, Australia was automatically placed on the side of the Commonwealth. In 1915, Australia and New Zealand soldiers formed part of the expedition that set out to capture the Gallipoli Peninsula in order to open up the Dardanelles for the Allied navies. The ultimate objective was to capture Constantinople, now Istanbul, the capital of the Ottoman Empire and an ally to Germany. It was also the biggest military mistake made by the Allies during the war, but it gave birth to the Anzac spirit of mateship through hardship. Even with the wars of today, our Australian soldiers still carry on the Anzac tradition, and PTSD is still a major issue. When war finally ended in 1918, an estimated 60,000 of the 416,809 Anzacs soldiers who enlisted had been killed. There was also a large amount of soldiers who have not yet to this day returned home. There is also a large number of unnamed soldiers. However, no matter what, they will be remembered for their heroism and bravery, lest we forget.